let's click some buttons. I realize that's my signature move, like going over some of my old videos, like my sit up as I turn the camera on. First thing I do every time. Guys, I like to see that there's 0 of you. Hello, Jaglones. It is welcome to ISO Buddies time. We are going to first give thanks. Then we're going to welcome all our viewers, who apparently there's 0 of you. But I see you. 4. And 4 just jumped in. Okay. Did we just go live? This is so weird. It just started the clock. Can you guys hear me? Am I on? This is so weird. I hate my show. I would subscribe to my show because it's so random and bizarre, but I don't know that I tune in as much as you. We got Josh, we got Luch is here, Aunt Sandy, Major Wad, who is, should I out your real name as Harvey? I did. Wally's here, which I'm glad because Wally's going to get some recognition today. Who else did I see? Sandy, Tennyson is here. That means we're probably going to have a hacker in here soon. Guys, it's my fault. I misscheduled. We don't have a guest tonight. I was talking to him about coming on tonight, and that was the last thing, but it was really vague. But right before that, I said I understood that he couldn't come on tonight or really next week. So my man Andres will be here to talk about feeders, big-time feeders, right? But being a big-time feeder breeder. And we might have a special little thing for you at that time too. So I'm super excited if it works. If it doesn't, I don't want to tell you because then you will be disappointed too. But it'll be cool. So that'll be on the 15th. Next week, we're going to talk to Ryan Marshall about innovations in the hobby. And I mean, hobbies in general, like things that we were excited to see, things that we have seen. You guys can bring things. It's going to be awesome because I don't know if you saw, but Marshall Arachnids put out a new tarantula enclosure. I forget what he calls it. Crap, I already forgot what he called it. I want to say the beehive. That ain't it. Feeder centipedes. Feeder centipedes? I want to keep the animal that eats centipedes. I hate centipedes. But we're going to talk to him about innovations because he is one of the top dogs, in my opinion. Off the top of my head, he and Jose Avila are 2 of the top dogs that I know for innovation and keeping really cool things in the hobby. So if you haven't seen, go to Marshall Arachnids, check out the new enclosure. Maybe for sale there yet. I don't know. They're stackable. They aren't bendy. They're magnet closures. They are sliding door magnet closures. They come in different sizes, I believe. I got to see them live, and I got to see the prototypes live and knew about it before you guys because I'm me. So it's awesome. So we're going to talk about that next week, and hopefully I'm going to try to get you guys a coupon code so you can get one for yourself, try it out, and give a review. I just have the one tarantula, and it's not like my favorite pet, so I'm not going to spend the money on that. But if I think of something else that I can get, I will definitely buy one of Josh. Josh. So many Joshes in this channel. Justin's here. Hey, Justin. And Silver Tears. Super Hacker. But I would get one. I would definitely get one if I had something to keep in it. I don't really. Ants wouldn't work in it. And my one tarantula, like, she's set up pretty well and pretty stable, so I'm going to leave her the way she is. Fishy Plumbers here. Good times. Guys, I want to do something I've never done. I want to give a shout-out to my list of patrons, past and present. So in the past, we've lost a few along the way, which is fine. Things happen. Whatever. Maybe you hit my Facebook, you don't like my politics, and you don't want to support me that way. Maybe you hit my Facebook and saw I was a super asshole to somebody. That's probably going to happen again. Like, I love it. I love you. I love your support, but I got to be me. So, but anyway, so that said, I'm not going to out anybody. You know who you are. You're back. I still love you. You're still in my life. It's good. So past patrons, we have Pelly. Pelly is such a sweetheart. You need to go check her out on ISO Buddies. She has all these little sculpting things that she's doing right now. These little like polymer clay sculpture things that she's sealing, and you can put them in your terrariums. They're super cute, super cool. So Pelly's there. Carl Callwood, super proud to have had him as a supporter. He still supports any way he can, but his money again is going towards something good, and our money is going to go towards that same thing here. We have 2 more months to save. So, and we're building some actual money to send. So, because there's 9 of you now. Who else did we have? We had Miles. Miles couldn't be with us anymore. Vika Bubbles. Vika Bubbles done bigger, better things apparently. Menagerie. But Menagerie's back. She was there. She took a couple months off. Now she's back supporting the show financially, not just spiritually. And as a sis, she's one of my sister bros. Now our roster is pretty deep now. So we got 9 supporters now, guys. We got Ryan Pateby from Springtails US. Oh, God, that was gross. Ryan Pateby from Springtails US, who is also our sponsor. Go to Springtails US, use the code ISOBuddies to get 10% off. That's perpetual, okay? It's not just today. I know we had one with Austin. I think it's still live for 40%. I think it's still live today, 40% off at Stella Springtails, okay? We also have Dope Critters, or Dope Kittens, as I misread it originally. Don Gallagher, long time friend of the show. He's one of our mods. Wesley, I don't know anything else about Wesley, except his name is Wesley. So Harvey, Leia, Hard Pill to Swallow. I haven't seen him live, but I missed that guy. Wally Kern, the great Wally Kern. And I mentioned Menagerie already. She's at the bottom of the list because I just keep adding names as they go. So we're working on a board. We still have to get this area together. This is going to be the actual studio. And you can see it's got like laundry and a puppet. And Chicken Wan Kenobi is over there. So that's there. Yeah, so that's our supporters, guys. You too can be a supporter. It's cool. Everybody's doing it. Teenagers doing it. They seem pretty on the ball. So you could do it if you can. $1 a month, $3 a month, $10 a month. We're offering stickers. We're gonna have some stickers made by Luch the Cooch Carnooch. That was awful. Luch to the Cooch. I'm so sorry, Luch. That was awful. Sandy, you're gonna be a supporter because you're sending me stuff. So go see Luch at Garden State Bugs and Pods, and he makes all kinds of stuff. You don't have to get ISOBuddy stuff. You can get whatever you want. He happens to be making me some stuff soon, eventually, as soon as I send him actual money, but things keep happening. So new car and all that. Yeah, Wally, we're getting kicked off the air. Sorry, Luch. I've never called you that before, but I'm gonna from now on. Oh, I'm not the first. Never mind. I won't do it again. I like to be original here on the show. It does seem pretty pedestrian. Now that you mention it, you don't have to upgrade. I mean, you can if you want. It's not. There's no pressure. There's no pressure to upgrade on the support. But Luch is doing our merch. So if you want ISOBuddies merch, he's set up to do it. We just don't have any yet. So you can get whatever shirt you want, really, whatever hat you want, stickers, car stickers. If you're a patron supporter at a certain level, I'm going to send you one of Luch's stickers. At the highest level, you get one of Luch's stickers, and I'm going to make you one myself. You've seen some of my artwork. If you've been around, you've seen the artwork on the thumbnails. That's how good I am. I'm going to do an original. You'll be the only one to own that sticker. I won't even have one. I will take a picture of it, so I have it from my portfolio thing. But you will be it, okay? And my camera's really crappy tonight. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's at the $10 tier. That's at like the top dog tier. You get some original artwork on a sticker that you could put on something. They're not super high quality stickers, but I'm working on that. So they're going to just be hand-drawn, hand-colored, and they're going to be cool. So I'm going to do my best. You might be able to pick a shape that I fill the artwork into. We'll see. We'll see. Get to that tier and we'll talk. Right now, we got Heather. So I'm going to send some other people that have been supporting us for a while. I'm going to send you some stickers anyway. But the way to get it is that top tier, right, guys? The other one you're going to get, it's kind of my artwork, but it's been, touched up. The logo's been touched up by Ruby Sosa. So a professional animator. Honest to God. So, yeah, there we go. Professional animator. So she is awesome and has done work on Archer, is currently working on the last season of Archer, or has closed on it. I don't remember. Anyway, that's who we deal with here. So, guys, who, to the 9 people that are here, or if you're a patron supporter, you can do this too. The patron supporters and I are working on finalizing Gigamorphous Rambambasham. So we're finalizing what it can do, what it looks like, color scheme, where it was found, all these informational things we're going to go over, and we're going to reveal that in a couple weeks. Okay, I think September 1st or maybe for my birthday. So, GEA's here. What's up, Andrew? Where else? I'm like super manic today. Today's been a crazy day. Where was I? We were talking about the Gigamorphous Rambambasham. I also want to know what you guys want to see me talk about on the show. We're trying to track down a couple people to talk about things that we haven't gotten to talk about yet, that I've been trying to talk to somebody about for over a year at least, like scorpions. Scorpions are really high on the list. So if you are a scorpion person, you want me to talk about scorpions, it's coming eventually. Everybody I've reached out to, that they're like, oh, talk to my friend Jim. Jim doesn't want to come on the show. Not because Jim doesn't like the show, just because Jim is shy and doesn't do things in person. So we have a lot of that. We want to talk about monitors, but Luch won't come on the show either. So, but he's a huge supporter, so let it slide. I get it. It's not for everyone, even though we're super chill, and everyone who comes on the show loves it. Ask Tennyson. Wally loves it. Biggs is super socially awkward. You wouldn't know it. I'm going to release video on that soon. But yeah, we're going to talk about scorpions. We're going to talk about, what else do you guys want to talk about? I want to get somebody on to talk about tardigrades, or maybe I'll just tackle that one myself, like a solo episode. I'm super fan of tardigrades. If you know someone who keeps octopi, I would love to talk to somebody about keeping octopus. If you follow IsoBuddies on Facebook, huge fan of cephalopods, right? I hate being on your show. Thanks, Wally. Worst thing I've ever done. Nice. All right, so we've got some good. Yeah, DEA's been on the show. Yeah, you guys are super cool. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support that you're giving. What about my ego? My ego is my favorite part of me. Just popped in to show love. What's up, Kate? Dagonia. That's Italian too, right? Dagonia. Juglone. That's what we call our fans there, Kate. So thanks to Russ Wilson. So they're Juglones. It was IsoBuddies. It got switched. It's Italian. It sounds kind of mafia. But I don't think I know Kate. Maybe. Yeah. I'll tell you. Yeah, Andrew came on. It was awesome. Yeah, Tennyson. That's awesome. Oh, I still have to get a hold of Nate to get him on, too. Somehow that fell through. He's been busy. Just because it starts with Dago doesn't mean it's Italian. Oh! Kate, that was good. That was solid. Thank you for making it like just that playfully stereotypical kind of fun. Yeah. It's French. All right, French toast. So I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong. Yeah, Nate's a busy guy, but we are going to talk to him. He's got some papers coming out. So he's that guy writing like scientific papers and such, which is top tier stuff. Je suis Rick Springfield. But yeah, we're going to have some really good talks about some really good stuff. My tank, I finally figured out what the problem was with the filter. The water wasn't high enough. Go figure. I figured since the filter, the intake was covered, that was enough, but it needed a little more pressure, I guess. It was sucking it all in and making it really hard to work. So if you are building a big tank, reach out and ask for advice. I will help you by telling you what I did wrong. We're working on another one because Aunt Sandy is sending us 2 mourning geckos and a blue-tongued skink that I am super excited about. So I've kind of already named him. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. There's 3 names in the hopper. We're going to see what his personality is like. So All the names are from Bluey. If you haven't watched the show Bluey, for crying out loud, watch the show Bluey. If you have kids, if you enjoy kids, if you had kids, if you enjoy cartoons, if you want to be entertained, if you want to cry a little bit at a cartoon, what's up, Minaj? Watch Bluey. If you want to cry a little bit at a cartoon, maybe a lot. If you want to have big, ugly cry at a cartoon, watch Bluey. It made me a better dad. Like, it's a cartoon that made me a better dad. So it can make you a better dad. Let's see, can I get him? Oh, I got him. Hold on, guys. I killed that fly. He's been bugging me. And now, now he goes to Sheila. All right, cool. Gross. Can you guys see that? The little hanger thing? Probably not. Damn it. Okay. It's in one of the little hanger jewels. That's right. Off there. Let's see if we can get that on the camera. Nope. Not if I go that way. If you watch this one, there's a dead fly in there. So there may be a feeding trail there soon that you should be able to see. Yes, Bluey is so good. I want to name, I'm hoping that he has the personality to match, but I want to name the blue tongue Lucky's dad. Not Pat. I just want to name him Lucky's dad. So I think that's a great name. I think it fits us at the ISO Buddies Grand Central, I guess. Giglone Central. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. So I have to build that tank. I'm building him a 55 first. It's just basically going to be a 55 with dirt in it and, a hide and a sunspot and a food dish, whatever. It's going to be pretty basic. But then basic but comfortable. Does that make sense? Basic plus. During his life there, we're going to build a setup that's basically a sandbox. It's going to be 5 foot long by 3 foot wide, 2 feet deep. It's going to have a lip on it like this on the edge. So it'll have a 4-inch hangover, basically. Overhang. There you go. And it's going to be, does Wally have to go? Oh, no, just saying good things. Okay. Yeah, and Sandy's awesome. So 4-inch overhang, something like that. And then a lid. The only reason I'm really putting a lid on it, I'm confident it won't escape. But my cats, I don't want my cats to get in there. I don't think they bother him because they're just curious. But the stress might be bad for him. But the cats using his tank as a litter box would be worse. So we're going to have a lid on it for, the escape reasons and the cat reasons. So the trick is going to be supporting the lid so it doesn't buckle, right? He is going to be spoiled. Yeah. So the sorry guys, I got an itch. Too many nose hairs. If you're not old enough, Tennyson, this is your future. You're going to have nose hairs and they're going to itch and you're going to look like you're picking your nose, but you're just adjusting those nose hairs. It's fine, guys. I do it. Sorry. So the sun area is going to be like the way I'm imagining it is almost like one of those kickboards the kids have. I'm going to cut it out of foam. I'm going to coat it in the rock coating that I use, probably the concrete stuff that I have a lot left. You can't really use it in tanks, apparently, but I can use it with a reptile enclosure. So it's sculptable concrete. I'm going to try to sculpt it to have little stalactites, paint it black. It's going to be at an angle, heat lamp right here so he can adjust as he sees fit with a little cutout at the bottom so he can kind of get through there. Apparently they have a hard time backing out of stuff so they can get stuck. So I have to kind of figure that out where he doesn't do that. Yeah, sorry, Tennyson. It's going to be nose hairs. Yeah. I mean, you're going to start to grow hairs all over. You're at that age. Your body's going to go through changes. Yours specifically. This turned into our puberty episode, folks. If you want to have an episode about puberty, let me know. I think I can handle that topic. So I'm still going through it. I almost have armpit hair. So I don't know if you can't really tell. I'm not going to reveal it. I have 6 armpit hairs and I'm 49 almost. So yeah. Spreckers, if you're still watching, I would love to have you be a sponsor of this show. I support you. No stalactites. Stalactites are from the ceiling. C is ceiling, and stalagmites are on the ground. That's how you know. Okay, guys? Yeah, second puberty is when you get the nose and ear hair. Well, I skipped regular puberty then. This is bogus. I get weird ones in my neck, too. Like, all of a sudden, there'll be this thick, like, not to be crude, but definitely to be crude. It's like a neck pube. It's crazy. It's like it's super thick. I'm going to keep doing this for some reason. Super thick hair that comes out of my neck, and it's bright red, like leprechaun red. It's bad news. So, yeah, no, second puberty sucks. But I still love my hair. I'm getting grays. I noticed I have like 50 grays today, guys. So, it might change the show. You can't see because my camera sucks. There's definitely grays up there. But what else do you guys want to talk about? What I keep rambling on, and I probably missed your comments. So what do you want to talk about? We have scorpions. What are some other things we haven't covered, or maybe you want to touch on again, or elucidate on, maybe get a little more detailed? I know we've hit a lot of basics on a lot of topics. We've come back to basics on a lot of topics. Yeah, Kate, I'm with your husband. I have like 5 chest hairs, and there's like 3 around one nipple and 2 around the other. And there's like, okay, there's 6. There's like 1 right here. There's 1 right here. I want to pull it and save it in a baggie or something. Someone burned down my Minecraft base. I would have bad things to do with that if somebody burned down my Minecraft base. More stuff with roaches. Multi-species stuff, I'm a big fan. I could do one of those myself, and we could talk about it. That could be an open discussion. Or we could do, I could find some people into a roundtable. Roundtables are huge. I love them. Centipede breeding. I don't think we talked about breeding. I hate centipedes. God. Some more roach stuff. Roach stuff. Okay, I'm taking notes as we do this because it's hard for me to rewatch myself. Centipede breeding. Oh, God, gross. I'd rather talk about centipede birth control, but room tour. I'll do another room tour as a video. I won't do it as a live because it would be weird. It'd be weird. I just have this camera and it sucks, and the lighting would be crazy. I'll do a video. I'll do a video that's like edited because I have too much mess to run. It's such a mess down here right now. Centipede breeding. Yeah, I'm due to do another room tour because things keep changing. We have the Opeula are doing good. Our open tank for isopods are doing good. Sheila's doing amazing. The other 3 ant queens are doing well. The 4th one still doesn't have eggs. I'm going to release her soon to the wild to do whatever. They eat their own eggs more than enough times. Gross. Keeping multiple types of things together. Going to be keeping millies with a small species of whip scorpion. Oh, that's a cool idea. Whip scorpion with millipedes? Dwarf pods should be okay. What kind of roaches, Tennyson? I'm all about multi-species. Anyone who's seen the show at all or talked to me for more than 5 minutes knows that I want to keep the multi-species setup I was going to do involves a 55 with a 5 foot tall by 3 foot deep by 4 foot wide 55. 55 would be the water feature, right? 55 with a waterfall. It's like 4 feet tall. It comes down. It would be, you'd be looking at it from the side here, right? So one side would be on the wall, and then you'd be seeing the long side, and so you'd have to go around one side. Inside it, now it'll be newts and fish, and then in the tank, and then out on the land will be emerald skinks. And so I was like, what goes with emerald skinks? Because that's not enough. Fish and a lizard is not enough. So I was like, I could do snails, but then you get a billion snails. But now I know a blue tongue will eat them, so I can do snails. So emerald skinks, emerald tree skinks, because Russ and Clint got me totally into those. I don't have them yet. Oh, Luke, I'm your father's here. There would have been, I was looking into birds. I was like, could I keep a bird in there? Because, you know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But 5 by 3 by 4, you can keep a bird in there. Why not? Too big for what? Most scorpion species are very tiny and communal and parthenogenetic. Arboreal bugs, and I'm thinking about screaming cicada. Man, F cicadas. I caught 3 so far this year, and I fed them to Sheila. Like, that was, I made a point to bring them in, screaming, gave them a skewer, and just let the good times roll. Like, I hate cicadas. I hate them so much. They're just so, they're so loud and so annoying. I get it. They're one of those species. Oh, crap. We were going to talk about that with somebody. Maybe that was Nate. Okay. We're going to talk about species that suck, but we need them. Like mosquitoes. Let's say mosquitoes. Our answer to like mosquitoes is to wipe them out, and that would be devastating to so many species. It would be like its own mass extinction event if we got rid of. You like the size of my thumbnail? This one? It's pretty good size. Mantises are awesome. A lot of work. I like my low maintenance pets. Carry any parasites? I mean, everything carries parasites potentially. Parasites would be a good episode. A whole episode on why cicadas suck. It's only their noise. That's the only thing. 729 was. You love the sound of cicadas? Oh my god. I had a katydid. I had a giant katydid on my little patio last night. I was out there sitting down and calming down because, like I said, I've been a wreck lately. We're going to touch on mental health and self-care here in a minute. But I looked all over for him, and I finally found him. It was the loudest thing I've ever heard that close to me. So it was really cool. But it was a big, massive katydid. So I was like, is this a tiny weta? What is this? Well, Luke and Aunt Sandy are going at each other here. Are they due? They're not due for another outbreak, right? They got another like 10 years before we have that huge, giant swarm of cicadas, isn't it? Like 10 years before they do that crazy thing. And my zoo doesn't have anything worthwhile to go visit during cicada season anymore. So Brookfield Zoo, we had this mountain thing in the middle of the zoo. That's it's like this mountain with a moat, and baboons were on there. I know it's baboons, but baboons is so much funnier to say. So there was like 30 or 40 baboons in there, a troop, and they finally just let them all get old and die and get rid of that thing. So it needed to be rebuilt, but they put like some dumb seating area with plants, and it's a cool thing for kids, but they could have put it anywhere. Anyway, when cicadas last came to Illinois, the massive 17-year, whatever it is, the explosion, they were everywhere, and the baboons were just in their thing, just bloated, and they would see one come down, they would just grab it and pull the head off and eat the body and throw it to the side. But they were just, like, they didn't even care anymore. They were so bloated on cicadas. It was awesome. I'm a Leo. Yeah, I guess you would be, right? Or no, it's August. Well, I guess it could be. Yeah, my dad must be on the end of it. We'll see a couple. Good. With your arsons? Oh, the people on his Minecraft. Minecraft's important. Yeah. I talk to Major Wadlick every day. Every day he's got a question and a comment for me. He's going to be selling some ice pods from Texas. So, like, wild-caught vulgare and vulgare and wild-caught something else. I want to say it's a Porcelio. I think that's the case. But he's going to be doing that. So if you guys need, like, ice pods for feeders or basic setups, that would be 2 good ice pods to use. I think they'd be pretty adaptable. I'm going to get some of his Armadillidium because, of course, I am. It's my jam. And that was an old project I wanted to get going, but then I realized the shipping costs would be out of control. The project was to get somebody in every state and get vulgare from every state, every continental state, and have them shipped here and get a melting pot bin of just like 50 states of Vulgare in one bin and see what happens. Wouldn't that be cool? But the shipping on that to like the idea that I would ship them out, Illinois ones, out to the people that send them to me. So like shipping 49 or whatever, 47 times Vulgare just it didn't seem right. If we get enough patrons, we will relaunch that idea. Yeah, fire ants are the worst. Kyle's doing what? Oh, he's doing the project where he gets them from every state? That would be cool. I'll have to talk to Kyle about that. I mean, yeah, keep them separate. If you're a breeder or a seller or whatever, I just want to see like the American melting pot of isopods. Like symbolically, I think that's a cool idea. I don't want to keep fire ants. Collecting Vulgari from every state. It's a cool idea. It's a really cool idea. He lives in Illinois, or I would send them some. He's only a couple hours away. I have a new car. I could just drive down and visit Kyle. I would like to just drive down, slap him in the nuts, and come home. Just because that's what a big brother would do. Like a 4-hour trip just for that sack tap, and then come home. Kyle from Rose Crossing. Oh, different Kyle. I thought you were talking about Kyle Bunch. It's the only Kyle I know. That'd be a good guest to talk about roaches. Or projects. So many people have cool roaches. It's crazy. I feel like I keep getting stuck with the same guest. Not stuck with the same guest, but like keep bringing on the same people because I love them. Like it's a family thing now. We're still working on the business features. I'm having a problem getting them all edited and put into a file. So I have one taped for Wally. I have one taped for Kyle. I have one taped for Ryan, I think. I have a couple taped already that I have the footage. I just don't have it all put together yet. So we're going to do that. More roundtables. Yes. I love the roundtables. It's hard to get them going. Get them organized, but we wind up doing it. We're going to definitely be doing another one around Thanksgiving. We're going to have Podsgiving again with me, Wally, and Russ. And talk about isopods again. So to get it back to basics, I think that's a great tradition. So as close to Thanksgiving as we can get. That's maybe not Thanksgiving. Hey, here's Wally. Talking about presenting isopods, inverts, at reptile shows. Plenty of breeders. Yeah, definitely. I want to do, Wally had an idea to go to a show and have YouTube presenters at a table where you could go meet up and talk and, have kind of a live stream, but then film stuff for later. That was a really cool idea, just to collaborate and do something like that and talk about whatever you saw at the show or whatever comes up or whatever. It'd be so fun. So that might be a thing that happens. Because I love going to shows to visit. More lives at pet stores. Oh my God, I could do so many lives at the zoo. Oh God, lives at the zoo. That's awesome. I would need a better camera, I think, for some of that, but I could do it on my phone. There is a pet store I've been meaning to go to. So the guys who run NARBC, the guys who came up with it, their pet store, I got kind of an invite to go there. Yeah, it was fun. They were the first guys to be like, "Oh, you want to do an interview? How many followers you got?" I was like, 12. This is a while ago. Year and a half, maybe. I didn't have 12, but it was like 150 or something. Video of walking around the show would be fun to watch. I filmed stuff twice. I just got over it. Like Wally talked to me about it. Filming people, I know they're in public, but like filming people without their knowledge or whatever is hard for me. It's hard for me to get over. It's just a weird thing. I really want to. Oh yeah, Lincoln Park Zoo would be fun to do too. Get people to I found out there if you kind of sprinkle popcorn around someone who's sitting on a bench, if you get behind them, the seagulls. The seagulls have a lot to say to them, and it's pretty fun. A release form. I have to have like 1,000 release forms, Sandy. I'm talking about like background people, not people that I'm actually like talking to or face to face. Because I mean, there's plenty of people that I know or kind of know. Oh, I bet yes, the vendors love recordings and pictures. Sadly, I missed, or I'm going to miss Schaumburg, just because there's just too much going on. There's too much going on. Cave crickets. Cave crickets would be fun. Can you blur out people's faces? Kate, I can barely edit a video that's like 10 minutes long, so I'm going to go with no. I could. I mean, hypothetically, yes, but I could give them women's voices. Wally showed me an app that you can make like a weird lady robot voice. Blur their faces out. The thing is, like, you're legally allowed to videotape people and put it out there if they're in public. Like, the legalities is fine. The legality is it's legal, but it just feels weird. It's not about a release form. It just feels weird to have these randos. But I'm getting over it. It's getting there. Cave crickets. That's a good one. I hadn't thought about that. I want to do more videos where, like, I have to still edit the video of me and Biggs at the shed. That was a riot. I will let you guys know tonight, just watching this. Biggs, big YouTuber. He goes to all these places, all these shows. He's a public speaker. He is adorably shy. If you catch him on camera without his knowledge and he finds out, he's like, it's like a little kid on camera, like, ooh. I can't wait to produce that, because there's some footage of Biggs in his natural environment, which is sitting in front of a fish tank that's massive, with this look of awe on his face that is so endearing and adorable that you will. And when he turns and sees you with the camera and he's like he's shy, it's amazing. It's amazing. That's a good thing that you get to see that. I will be at Tinley in October. It's kind of my jam. That's my place. So I'll be there alone. But I will be more than happy to meet up with people and BS and hug and high five and all that stuff. Take a massive amount of pictures with you for myself. I'm getting good at it. Kate. It just is, it's not what, it'll get easier. No, Biggs does not seem shy. He's not shy to talk to. But like, yeah, when I had him on camera and he would turn around and catch me filming him, like he didn't know he was being filmed. He was like he would kind of retreat a little bit. It was really cool. Welcome back, Menagerie. Yeah, it's hard, Luch, right? It's weird, because I know that people are shy about being on camera, but I'm not putting people in their face. It's just people I'm talking about, like, in the background. If you're in the shot, like, you know you're in the shot. I'm not just like, look at this weirdo. Which would be a fun video. I think it would lose me some subs, but it would be fun. I do feel weird taking photos of my kid with other kids around, especially kids, because you don't know what you're exposing that person's kid to, you know? We recently we went to see Elemental, whatever it was. Good movie. It's fun. But the Barbie movie's playing, obviously. It's playing at the same time. So we turned around after buying our tickets, and my daughter's 5. She's super into Barbie. And we see this lady who's an adult lady. She's probably about my age. She's in her 40s. She's a knockout. Don't get me wrong. She's dressed like Barbie. She is going to see the Barbie movie. She's a lifelong Barbie fan. Clearly, she wants to be Barbie. And I told my daughter, I was like, Faith, there's Barbie. Look. And Faith was like, look. She turns around. She looks. She sees a poster. And she's like, yeah, Dad. Like, literally, yeah, Dad, the movie's here. The movie's playing. The Barbie's here. Yeah. And so I grabbed her by her head, and I was like, no, look. She saw this lady and lost her mind. She lost her 5-year-old mind. And I'll tell you guys, I don't know who was more excited. if it was the lady who was dressed as Barbie, to be recognized as Barbie, and a kid thinks that that's who she is, or my daughter who thought she was in the presence of Barbie. They were adorable, but the lady's friend, Barbie's friend, asked permission to talk to, or to take pictures of my daughter. No, Menagerie, I'm sorry, I missed schedule. It's going to be in 2 weeks. We're going to talk about feeders. We're going to have Silkworms. It's going to be he's like one of the biggest silkworm dealers, I guess, in the U.S. So we're going to be talking silkworms, I think, primarily, but he deals with other feeders. He's one of the, I don't know how big he is. I haven't looked into it that much, but Feeder Plug. Maybe you guys have heard of him. We're going to talk about feeders in general and like where to shop, where to look for them, how to find the right one, the clean feeders without parasites and BS, because I'm hearing a lot of stories about that lately. They're all kind of third hand. I don't know anybody that's, if you've gotten a personal story about getting parasites for your animals from feeders, let me know. Denison, keeping doobies with substrates. Way to go. Bye. I have mine with substrate, and they're doing awesome. I can't wait to get this blue tongue because I have too many dubias. And Sheila here, I can't give her, she would eat them, but I can't give her as many as I could to keep the population down because she would explode in growth. And I can't do it. I know you meant, by the way. I saw it. I saw the correction, but at first it was very funny. All right, Kate, deuces. She's Dagania. Get it? She left. Dagania. You get it? You get it? I'm going to put dubias in with the blue tongue, just loose. I'm going to try to get like a gravid female, a couple of them and a male, and throw them in there and see what happens. And we'll see what happens. So hopefully, because that'll be part of the bioactive too, right? They'll eat all the extra crap, the big stuff, or break it down, help break it down. We're going to, oh, you're picking on Tennyson? I thought you said you were going to stay in a minute. That's why it was funny. I feel like a bully now. Probably need more. They're stacked cork mostly. I think roaches are interesting. My mouth just wanted to say icky. I don't know if you caught that. It just wanted to say icky. Real bad. No, Sandy, I've got dubia. I'm good. I think I'm up to like 300 or 400, and I have nothing to eat them. So I'm hoping that yours is not, or mine is not lazy, and we'll go after them, especially while it's young, so that I can help with that. But we're going to have a full bioactive in there. I'm going to use Vulgare, I think, is what we came down with, like wild-caught Vulgare. And then, originally wild-caught. I still have a huge bin. And then either that or my Punta Canas, and then Springtails, obviously. And then the roaches will be in there as well. So, John Frost, Amber Dubias. Amber Dubias. We're breeding decades worth of isolation for a dubia? I mean, yeah, sure. If that's your jam, I'm not gonna crap on it. That I wouldn't do it, but I'm not gonna dump on that. That's crazy. And that's what he's known for. John Frost, Amber Dubias. Dubia with the morning geckos. Yeah, I had hissers living with Frank for a long time. Frank was my crusty gecko, and they were there after he passed. So then I fed them to the ants, and they were fine. It's 2 big females. Too many dubia too. I mean, you can send them if you want. You can leave them in there, but don't, because if I do the unboxing upstairs, my wife will shit her pants. I don't need that. Let him practice. Yeah, do a Facebook post. That's cool, man. Amber Dubia. That's wild. Yeah, I want to get as much bioactivity and species into one thing as possible, as usual. That's kind of my jam. We'll see what happens. We're going to put in live plants in the 5x3. We're going to have some... there's going to be some pothos. There's going to be kind of as ground cover. I'm going to try and do it like across the ground and see if I can do that. There's going to be, oh, cool, Tennyson, thank you. There's going to be some succulents, mostly on top of the hide. Like I'm going to have the hide and then a potter kind of thing on top of it with live plants there. We're going to have some other succulents. I have to make sure I have ones that are safe, obviously, because he'll probably nosh on them. So, which is good. That's what I want, because I think cactus, does anybody keep blueies and feed them like the cactus you can get at the Mexican market? Once you peel it, I guess, and de-thorn it. Random tonight, going on the beach Thursday. Oh, nice. Nice, the marine ice pods, cool. Been working on light colored dubia a couple years now. Dude. You're breeding a lighter colored dubia as a feeder, Sandy? Super Xy. Nice. Just for your exes. Moon! I should do these while I'm driving like Moon. We could do a collaborative video while we're both driving somewhere. Well, I think I want to do the cactus pads with like tacos or a salsa. And then, obviously I won't need as much, so I could chop some up and put it for the blue tongue too when he's older. That's a cool sentence. Sturgeon moon tonight? What is a sturgeon moon? Moon's always showing up, always commenting, helping my algorithm. I love it. Hi, dude. How you doing? Did you hear we were talking about you staying out of the blue tongue skink enclosure? Yeah? Because you'll dump right in that thing because you're the worst. Okay, cactus pads. Yeah, I know the isopods will eat them. Probably the sugars in them. I think, I don't want to call her Sandy. Sheila will take those down. She's taken all the other fruit and turned it into basically raisins. I think of that too. Moons over my hammy is every time, Kate. You're not alone. You're not alone. Yeah. Great minds. There's one of the season symbolizing moons. Nothing all that special. Okay. All right. Is it going to affect my horoscope? Is it? Guys, so next month, I'll be 49 on a Monday. So we'll be having the show on a Tuesday. It'll be a birthday situation. I don't know what week is Thanksgiving. Probably around the 23rd. Yeah, we can do a show. It's a Thursday. There's always a Thursday, right? Yeah, I'll badger Wally and Russ and get them to do another awesome Podsgiving. That'll have original art. I won't be messing around with the Canva for that one. So I'm starting to kind of like make fun of thumbnails with my thumbnails. I hope anyone else is getting that joke, but it's pretty much a joke for me. So I take their standard one. They have them that are like prefabbed for their subs. And so I take that and I post it, and I've been just adjusting it to my own needs. But now I'm like just putting stuff on top of it. I'm leaving their text and put like I don't know if you saw the one that was up for this. Oh, Frank's here too. I don't know if you saw the one that was up for this. It said most interesting thumbnail. So I left that text up there because it's funny. So this one I changed. It's for me. But yeah, so we're trying to make fun of the thumbnail process. Wally's gotten me to give it some actual thought. Turkey waffles. Turkey waffles sounds good. You can just put shredded turkey in the waffle maker. Or, oh my God, here's what you do. Here's what you do, guys. For Thanksgiving, if everybody wants to get planned on this, I was going to make Thanksgiving ravioli. Probably still am going to do that. But waffle maker. stuffing, turkey, gravy, whatever else, maybe cranberry, more stuffing, stuffed waffle, stuffed stuffing waffle, Thanksgiving stuffed stuffing waffle, maybe dunk it in gravy. I'm just saying. Okay, it's been done. Menagerie is saying that it's been done. It didn't say anything about juggalos. Close. I keep thinking juggalos when I say juggalos too. Propagating, growing your own plants for bioactives. It would be cool. I would have to have. We've done aquatic plants, but yeah, it would. I think I would have Coral back. She's into plants in a major way. I'll have to find whoever's into plants. We could do it a couple times. Jedi's into it. Yeah, but I haven't done it. Jedi. So we could do that. Big Mac instead of the turkey with corn dogs as the turkey legs. I think that's what they served at the White House a couple of years ago for Thanksgiving, Wally. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Kyle Sterling? What? Kyle at Cresty, he passed. So sorry. That's a rough question to come in on immediately. He passed. Yeah, I think he was old. I don't know. He was like a dual rescue because I thought you rescued him too. And then I took him from you. And Frank had passed. So like 6 months ago. What do you want? He survived a lot of trauma, that guy. He was tough. So I know it wasn't anything that we did. He had heat and occasional light, some UVB going on. He had great food. He had a good life. He did well. Yeah, Kyle Sterling's the guy that we went to. I'm kind of due to go visit him again. He is working on some kind of a degree. I want to say veterinary. It's been a while. And has a million animals in his that he's rescued or raised and in his parents' house. He's basically taken over like half the basement, and his folks help him. His family helps him take care of him while he's at school or whatever. And it's got to be a full-time job just taking care of feeding all these animals. It's crazy. It is crazy how many animals that he's got. It's like I've seen pet stores with less animals, less variety than Kyle's house. We did 2 lives there that were a lot of fun. For me, they were a lot of fun. Every time I talk about a zoo or visit a zoo, I get like 5 views. Nobody watches it, so it sucks. But I still love doing them. So you love cats. Show cat. Come here. You want to come up here? Come here. Oh, come here. There he is. This is Widget. He's the one that bothers me while I sleep. Can you look at the camera? There you go. Look at that camera. Hi. He doesn't like being held that much. He likes climbing on me, but when I pick him up, he gets nervous. So, yeah, hit that like button. What the hell? Yeah, so the cats I got. Here you go, bud. The cats I got because they are a day older than my daughter, literally. So we were at the PetSmart, and the adoption place was there, and so it's him and his brother, Jinx and Widget. So Jinx was the runt, and now he's a Jabba the Hutt. He's one of those cats that's so fat he can't clean his back. So he's got mats, and we have to like clean his back for him. So, Kill Kicker. Yeah, this cat just ordered a fly river turtle. Yeah, Kyle, we need to set that up. I'll be in contact here soon. So I will definitely be in contact because I would love to do an update. And I know these guys, I have a lot of viewers that I don't think saw those episodes. And I think there's going to be some jealous people. Kyle, do you still have the big tortoise area in the basement? Dude, you are killing me tonight. Your commentary is out of control. They're mad because we stopped doing wet food a little while ago. The best enclosure size for your cat is 1 basement. 1 basement. I haven't found a bioactive situation for them yet. So unless unless you're a devil and have your 2 houses, and let them go outside. So we seem to suddenly have a lot of outdoor cats in my neighborhood, and I'm not a fan. I don't know how, but I found a dead creature in my garage. I found a pile of fur and a skull. So I let the maggots were in the skull, so I have to see what that skull was. I'm not super into skulls, but it's super clean already, and if it gets cleaned out and is fine, I might put it in with Sheila. I think it's like a baby raccoon. I don't know for sure, which is still sad, but it was like darkish brown fur and maybe a rabbit. I don't know, but it was in my garage. I don't know why. I leave the garage open about this much because we have a possum that kind of lives in there. So, which is kind of gross, but I love possums. The LED grow light. Let me get some info for you real quick. Add another big tortoise pen. Big monitor cage. All right, I got to see that, Kyle. We're going to come visit pretty soon when it cools off just a little bit. So, is skull a banned word? Nah, you can have a skull. Somebody's way too into skulls. Oh, I don't think we have any banned words. I do have a garage possum. So I didn't know I had a garage possum. I went out to put garbage out at like 2 in the morning one morning, and I wasn't paying any attention. I was like bleary-eyed, and I took 2 steps, and I was like a foot away from the garbage can, and I looked down. I happened to see. So I scared him, and he scared me. Full grown. He's got to be like this. He's got to be about the size of my cat's huge possum. And he turned and looked at me. He didn't even hiss. And I went, "Oh, hey, bud." And I just took a couple steps back, and he just looked at me, grabbed whatever he had, and then walked right into my garage. So he clearly is comfortable. I mean, he made a beeline across open ground to get to the garage. But he's a cool guy. Sent a message and it didn't send. Huh. Post a skull, it means they're dead from laughter. Don't die from laughter, guys. Laughter is a gift. Show me that skull. I'll try to identify. Okay, I'll take a look for it tomorrow. I'm going to be out there tomorrow moving that tank inside and getting it all cleaned up. So I got a tank with a really cool stand. It's just the iron, the cast iron or whatever. Really thin, though. I don't know how you would use it. I don't know how those support a 55-gallon tank full, because it's like bent in and then the base. But then at the bottom, it has another shelf, like a glass shelf. So I'm going to put a sweater box situation, like a big tub you would have for ice pods, but it's going to be the temporary tank for the newts while I build a 5-foot tank for the blue tongue. And then, yeah, I couldn't pass up this gift from Sandy. I wasn't prepared for it. So thankfully we had a heat wave and it's taken a little while. And now Sandy's got stuff going on where it's just like, I don't want to add stress to have her ship this thing when she's going through stuff. So not going through stuff, but just, things get busy. But thankfully it's given me a couple weeks to really like batten down the hatches. I have everything I need. I just don't have it all in place yet. So, which you guys know, you can put together an enclosure in like an hour, right? So you could do that easily in an hour. So, and then, maybe Kyle's got some blueies. I wonder if we could do a breeding thing once they get bigger. They do like kitty chow. I really don't feed him. I leave water out, but I don't feed him. He gets enough. I'm guessing he's fat. He gets enough stuff. I want him to eat any wood roaches or whatever, because we had a wood roach issue out there. That, I guess issue is a strong word, but I never go in the garage, so whatever animals go in there, feel comfortable. Share their food with possums. I don't think they had a choice. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I would like to see that. Get a video of that, man. That's adorable. Dog food for your back deck raccoons. Now, we used to be rehabbers, so we rehabbed raccoons. And then it just didn't keep up with it. It's a lot of work. I don't have the time right now. I have a 5-year-old. Like, that's all my time. I can rehab her, and that's about it. So when we release her into the wild, it'll be a big deal. So hopefully she comes back too. We did have one come back after like 2 years with her babies. That was kind of terrifying. She walked right up to. We hadn't seen her in 2 years. She walked right up to us, and then she came by every night because we would start putting out food again. So that was what was her name? Shady. That was Shady. Out of the 24 we raised, she's the only one that ever came back, and it was literally after. It was like she went to the wild, and then we didn't see her again, and then a year passed, and then the next, it was almost 2 years from the time that she took off to the wild. A lot more blue springtails in the very. Oh yeah, I saw your post there, Frank. So you just have to have blue springtails. That's a cool find. A one-eared raccoon. Jeez. Now, see, I'm kind of against raccoons in my neighborhood right now because they tore a hole in my roof. Well, almost. They tore the shingles up, and I had to do some roofing this year, which I am not qualified to do. It's fixed. It's just not pretty. Yeah, don't catch raccoons. It is funny how you found them after that springtail stream. So did anybody ID them for you, Frank? I should tag Ryan and Austin in that post and see if they can get an ID on them. Ryan is like super good at it. So we'll see if we can get him to do that. We still need to do that roundtable with the junior league, the junior league folks in the hobbies, the next gen. So we're going to get them in there. Let's check on our fly. No feeding. Oh, there's a couple of guys there. I'm guessing they just took the fly back with them because it wasn't that big a deal. So Sheila, update on Sheila. I have to get a video of this, but she steals food from the fish. So she has all kinds of things that float on the water. So there's cork. I did it for cover for the fish mostly. I got these fake lily pads and cork bark pieces. There's sticks that stick up. There's a little island they can get to. But they, as soon as that thing touches glass, anything floating, they get out on it. So they're all over the water surface, basically. So they steal whatever fish food floats into something they're on it. They immediately steal it. So they'll take the little freeze-dried cameras, and they'll be going up the wall, 3 or 4 of them with this little freeze-dried shrimp, stealing it from the fish. And then they get frozen like the fish do. So look at a cube of bloodworms here and there. And that's in the jewels, the little hangers, and it's fun to watch them find it, and then all of a sudden the whole thing is just covered in ants. It's pretty wild. I just got a video of that yesterday. Yeah, Tennyson's got tips for just about everything. Oh, okay. Yeah, Ryan might be looking into it. I don't know. I'll have to check with him and see. Yeah, I don't know how they get them to hold still long enough to take photos. Like, they constantly are moving around as soon as there's light. Can't go further than Isotomide. Yeah, I think it's cool. Austin sent me a picture of the pearl isopods. Or not isopods, the pearl springtails. I got to get a better look at them. The picture he sent was pretty crappy. I need to see a better picture to see how they got pearls. They look kind of like regular springtails with a black line. So they must look cool if they're talking about them. If you got better photos. Yeah, I need to see a better picture of them because it wasn't great. So, kind of metallic. That's kind of cool. All right, that would be something that you can't really see except in person anyway. So, we're going to be doing kind of a raw comedy puppet show thing, like a puppet commentary situation. Life advice. It's going to be on TikTok. I haven't totally worked that out yet. Should be fun. Really short videos of an angry cardinal puppet. So Clutch is his name. I'll do invites specifically to people that are interested in it, and then you can spread it around as you see fit. But yeah, it should be pretty raw comedy. It's gonna be pretty blue at times, so a little more blue than this, but we're gonna do that because I have a lot to say about a lot of things, and this just touches the iceberg. This is like the most wholesome thing I do in my whole life. Yeah, I'm the guy that told my very Christian in-laws just to see what they would say. They asked if I wanted my daughter to be a boy or a girl before she was born, but we didn't know she was a daughter yet. And I said, I don't care, as long as she's gay. And they were like, what? I just want to see their face. I said I was going to raise her that way because that's not really a thing that you can do, but I thought it was really funny to see their face, and it really was. Their faces were pretty classic to hear that. So today's show, I wish it was sponsored by Sprecher's, Wally, because it is awesome. But I would love to see their money. Not even their money. Just send me some Sprecher's, like all the flavors. All the flavors. Root beer is the best, but send all the flavors. Our D&D game is not wholesome. It is not wholesome, read. So let's see. If you have kids in the room, cover their ears because we're about to release to you. You can use this in your game. There is an ongoing character in all of my D&D campaigns that shows up in every game because it's amazing. I am the one that makes D&D less than wholesome. But there is a flesh golem that has all 10 fingers. A flesh golem is made from parts of people, right? Like you take an elbow from Steve and a femur from Joe and maybe the side of a head from Linda. So you have all kinds of pieces in there, right? It's all crazy. So Greg, the flesh golem, is named Dick Fingers Greg for reasons you can assume. Yeah, and he's been in my campaigns for like 15 years. So feel free to use that concept in your game, introduce it, and get the laughs. So what's my favorite animal I keep right now? Kyle, it's my ant colony. It's my ant colony right here. This is, she has a 100-gallon tank and a 30-gallon tank, which was her original vivarium. And she also has, if you can see these hanging globes, she has the canopy. So she can get up here, and that goes between the two tanks. So when I have a food item up here, it's really fun to watch the feeding trail. Like, to watch that feeding trail is epic. Dick Fingers Greg is like the best thing that ever happened. There's a train whistle that if you have the train whistle, you control. I am a DM. Yes, I am a DM. You can have wholesome D&D. Yeah, you can have wholesome D&D. I don't, but you could. I don't really have wholesome D&D. We have so many off-the-wall, off-color, horrible jokes that it's, wow. And as a permanent big brother, I make fun and tease everybody. If you guys don't know that already, I tease my audience, I tease my patrons, I don't care. I tease everybody. So, yeah, you could have wholesome D&D. I mean, I don't know why you would, but you could. Let's see, Kyle, it's been a long time since you've been on. So, Kyle, I have a Arizona blonde tarantula. I have probably 14 species of isopod left. 16, because I just got some from Eddie a little while ago. 5 species of springtail that are kind of, I don't know, I'm keeping them. They're alive. They're doing well in with my isopods. Waffles and beef jerky. Frank, make stuffed waffles with beef jerky and syrup. That would be amazing. Like regular beef jerky inside waffles with syrup, maple syrup on top. Oh my God. I know what I'm doing the rest of the night. I have some waffle mix upstairs that my wife can't eat. So I'm going to make waffles tonight while she's asleep. And I'm going to put beef jerky in them. Chop it up kind of small. And then, so you put down a layer of the stuff, and then you put the beef jerky on, and then you put down another layer, and then you just Yeah, there you go. Kate, have a good night. Thank you for coming. Love you. Okay, so back to my animals. What else have I got? I've got a vernal pool that's basically Gamaris now. I have my Opeula shrimp. If you guys don't have Opeula shrimp, check them out. If I was confident shipping them, I would send you like 5. But I'm not. I'm not confident in shipping really anything. I still owe a couple people pandas that I, through all the heat wave and the freeze wave and everything, it slipped my mind. I haven't done it. I still have to send them. They didn't pay for them. They won them, but still I owe them. Luch and Pelly, if you're watching, I haven't forgotten. I just suck. I haven't even sent Luch the t-shirts that I need printed. Turkey stuffed with the chicken stuff, turkey waffles. Why are you talking about turkey waffles still? What else? What else have I got here? I got the 2 cats. Isopods, tarantula, newts. I have crested newts. I love them too. They're amazing. I'm getting morning. I fish. I love my fish. So this is a paludarium for ants. I have white cloud mountain minnows. I have giant danios and cory cats and 2 female betas in here. One didn't make it. I still don't know what happened to her, but I found her dead, and one of the giant danios died. That's it. Out of 10 giant danios and 20 white clouds and 10 cory cats. I found 1 dead giant danio and 1 dead female beta, who I'd had for a couple of years anyway. Wally Terwaflin? Gross. There's a red-tailed shark in there who still hasn't grown. Dude, they were like this big at the Shed Aquarium, and this is nothing. Like this guy's like still a year old. He's like this big and skinny. I don't know how much more space he needs. Yeah, I'm watching one of the cories right now. I have some albinos in there and some greens. What else is in there? There's some ghost shrimp in there somehow. I don't even know how they got in there. But I guess I have ghost shrimp. So invasive ghost shrimp. It's weird. But they are in there. And then with a scorpion tail gecko. Greedy. Ant colonies are awesome. I have Camponotus discolor, and then I have 3 queens. I have a Pogonomyrmex queen that I don't know. She's doing okay. And then I have 2 queens. Oh, wow, this one's almost got larvae. She does have larvae. I don't know if you guys can see her. Let's see. Where is she? Here she is. You can kind of see her. With those white dots there, right here, that's eggs. That's eggs and larvae. So I caught 3 queens in one day, and they're doing really well. Major's back. Let's see. And this one's got a couple eggs too. This girl here. Oh, she's moving one. She's mad. Basically, you leave them alone until they start getting workers. But those 2 had eggs already. The Pogonomyrmex, I thought she was dead. I thought that she was dead. She doesn't have any workers. They took off her. I don't know what happened to the workers. There were 3. I think they may have escaped. But so I thought her little thing was empty. And then I went to move it, and it was not. So they're venomous. They have a very potent sting. So I was glad she didn't get away. But she's in a container now, and I'm keeping her fed and watered, and she's doing well, but I don't see any more ants in there. So, I don't know. Okay, go get them. Go get them, dude. Yeah, so the queens initially take care of the larva, and then they instinctively do it if there's nothing else around. So if that Pogonomyrmex starts to get eggs and larvae again, I'm feeding her protein and honey and stuff, so she'll be able to take care of them. And hopefully they don't usually recover from that, but she's still there. She's doing okay. The other one, I'm going to release her. She hasn't had any eggs yet. This is the first queen I caught in here. But she keeps pulling at the... you can't really see her. She's very mobile. She keeps pulling at the cotton in the tube, but no eggs out of her yet. I don't know. She never had any, so I'm going to release her and see. She's very active, so I don't know if she needs something different. That's in the Ants Canada setup. Those Ants Canada quality things there. She does feed the original larva with her dissolved tissues. She does. So the ant supplies are basically, the test tubes that I have are basically just test tubes off of Amazon. I would get ones from an ant related thing because they're not, those are all sized. They're the right size. These are too big. This setup here is a little dirty now, but it is from Ants Canada. When I had a little extra money a couple years ago, I got an Ants Canada setup. Yeah, there she is. You can kind of see her, I think. That's the first one. So I got 3 in one day in 3 different spots. Can you see her right here by the cotton ball? Yeah, there she is. No eggs, but she's tearing that cotton ball up. So I'm hoping she's getting enough water. Both of those tubes have water. She's very, very active. Yeah, that's a setup for that. But I'm like a half a fan of Ants Canada Major. You'll see that people that are into ants seriously kind of disrespect Mikey for that, but he put the hobby on the map. Like, he's not the best. He's not the best ant keeper, but he is the best ant advocate, I think. And he totally promotes like keeping local ants that were caught locally. So whether they're invasive or not, he has a fire ant colony which is invasive to his area. But in his defense, like, he's keeping that colony from being outside and tearing up the environment, and he loves fire ants for some reason. But that's where I found ants, was Mikey from Ants Canada. But then I found people that are a little more serious about it and more into it. I would say try to get into following Tar Heel Ants. Mick over at Tar Heel Ants is awesome. So he knows what he's doing. He doesn't have videos, but he, as far as I know, but he has the best quality products out there. Yeah, Coral, my ants betrayed me too. You got to be smarter. You got to start checking your houseplants. They're in one of your houseplants. I promise you, you have a budding colony in one of your houseplants. Something with sand in it that was nearby where you had your ants. They're in there. I promise you. Where it's warm. They like it warm, that species. They're going to be somewhere that's on a high shelf maybe. Just look around, follow, see if you see a trail anywhere. Yeah, the stuff he builds. If I had his budget, the ant colonies I have would be so crazy. We'll see you, Wally. Have a good Wednesday. I'm going to be cutting it pretty quick here. Teeny tiny whips. Made the Amber Dubia post nice. Everybody's so good. He's an angry drunk. Whose name? Mikey? Mikey's an angry drunk from Ants Canada? Yeah, Ants Canada has a bird channel too, where he has his parrots. He has this crazy 4-story whole live tree bird aviary in his house. It's part of his house or his complex. When are the skinks arriving? When Aunt Sandy's fine to send them, so I'm good. So I have a benefit of there's a FedEx hub like right by my house, and my wife's home 24/7. So her being on disability is like a really great thing for that. That's one of the few benefits, actual benefits. Also having her home and, being able to have her around whenever I'm around is a great benefit. But that's very selfish benefit to have somebody being disabled, I guess. But you make the best of it. You got to look at the bright side, right? You got to look at the bright side. Let's close with self-care, guys. So this week has been really rough for me. So I want everybody to reminds me to tell everybody and remind everybody, take care of yourself. Do something special for yourself this week. Even if it's small, even if it's taking an extra 20 minutes in the shower. Take a 20-minute shower. Just do it. Just sit there under the water. If you have a shower chair, if you don't have a shower chair, get one. Okay. Sit down in the shower with the water just running on you. hot shower with a cold beer, soda, juice, ice water, something refreshing, something crisp and refreshing. Maybe a Riesling, okay, with a straw. Have a good week, Kyle, and do that. Do 10 minutes. If you can't do 20, 10 minutes in that shower. Don't let anything bother you. Sit down in that chair, head down, take a sip of that cold thing that, like, the inside's cooling off and the outside's steaming up. Oh my God. Just use a plastic bottle or like a sippy cup or something. Don't even bring glass in your shower. Okay. Eating Pop Rocks. Okay. I mean, you could do that too. I'm not going to judge that to your face. So yeah, see, other people, it's been a rough week. So those of you who've been around know that mental health is a big, big deal to me. So taking care of my own and realizing that everybody else needs to take care of themselves too. Whether you have a diagnosed mental health issue or not, or you don't even have an issue. Maybe you're totally neuronormative. I don't know what the word is. I know neurodivergent, neuronormative. Let's say you're like a flat line or a baseline on that. You're right there in the middle. God bless you. That's amazing. But take time for yourself. Take time for yourself. It's going to make your week so much better. I had a super rough day, and shout out to my wife, who will never watch this anyway. But I forgot my meds. I was having a horrible day at work. It was like going to be a horrible day. We had regional people in. We had people in from all over the area, all other branches of my bank, in to train on this machine that we were getting. We're the first ones in the company to get this machine. And I was supposed to train on it first. Well, I opened by myself, didn't have any time to train on this machine. So all these other people are getting to train on my machine. I'm angry about it. I forgot my meds. I'm getting more angry about it. And my wife texted me like, hey, I saw you didn't take your meds. I'm bringing them to you at work an hour away. And I said, no, don't. I was like, don't effing do that. Just stay home. Today sucks. I'm just going to like get through it. Just stay home. 10 minutes later, I was like, no, babe, just, that would be awesome. Thank you. Sorry, I was snapping and all capsing you. Just, that would be awesome. If you're going to do that, that would be super cool. So, even my meds didn't help, but if I hadn't had them, it would have been insane. And I'm so grateful for having a wife that understands and is on board, and able to bring them out, because I was so anxious already this morning. I totally flaked on my meds, which I never do. And to try to get through today, how crazy it was for me, and then not have meds, I would have been a mental case by the time I got home. I would have been like homicidal. So, oh yeah, the first shipment is to me from him. So anyway, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, and remember to do those little things like take your meds, have breakfast. Have breakfast tomorrow. Wake up an extra half hour, make yourself like eggs and toast. Something simple. Or if you already have breakfast, make a turkey waffle. Whatever you got to do. So build something in Minecraft that you were waiting on building. But then, did you just see that? It was like a hair just came down. Cat hair everywhere. But yeah, do something good for yourself this week. Today, do it tonight before you go to bed. I know it's late. Do something special for yourself. You know, back scratcher, one of those little head things that you can have with the wires. You know, that goes on your head. That's my thing. Oh my God, that sends me right back to zero. So eat food, drink water, get enough sleep. There you go. That helps. Water is so big. But yeah, guys, I love you. Thank you for tuning in just to talk to me. I'm going to get to work on these items that you want to see on the show, because I want to see you enjoying the show. Top hat made from cat hair. Oh my God. Frank. You say the most quietly disturbing things, Frank. I don't know. When I see you show up on Wally's show or on Russ's show, it's like, oh, it's about to get weird. And you never fail. You never fail. Planta are prolific. Get snacks and read AO3. I don't know what that is. I will tell you guys, Coral has some weird ass book recommendations. They're different, but yeah, don't drink Mountain Dew now. Like, do it in the morning. So I could felt the hair. If you know someone who does felting, let me know. I have a thing. So next week is going to be me and Ryan Marshall talking about innovations. I think you know I'm on board for that. We're going to give some shout outs to other people. If you know someone that is really good at innovating things for the hobby, whatever it is. Bring that to the cast next week, to the stream, the love stream. The week after that, we're going to actually talk to Andres about feeders, and we may have a surprise for you. I'm super excited. If it works, I'm super excited. If it doesn't, I'm still excited, but not as excited. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. If you're a Patreon, and I mentioned you already, awesome. If you were a patron, I appreciate it. I appreciate every penny. So thank you very much. If you're considering Patreon, it's cool. You're going to get stickers and recognition. So I know the stickers are like a one-time thing, but we're going to maybe put out some shorts just for patrons. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm not really an exclusive kind of person, but we're going to try to build that because it does help. And again, the money from Patreon last month, the month before, this month, and next month is going to go to Carl Colwood and his cause. They're working on healthcare for people in the Virgin Islands. They're getting people healthcare that they need in the Virgin Islands. So, which they don't have access to, like Obamacare. The Affordable Care Act doesn't qualify in the Virgin Islands. I don't know. So we want to try to help. It's just a little bit, but every bit helps. I'm going to put in money of my own too, besides this. So, because this I feel like is your guys' money. It's the channel's money, right? I'm going to use it on the channel, but this is what the channel is going to do with that money for 4 months. So, but I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Go check out that Facebook post that Tennyson posted about amber roaches, and keep supporting each other. All right. Take care of yourselves. Okay, guys. Love you. Thank you.